What is up, good Gordon in the Morning crew? Welcome back to another edition of the show, and today it's Fearless Friday. This is the day we talk about courage and confidence and breaking through the barriers that have been holding us back. So let's be real. We all have those barriers. Sometimes they're external, things like rejection, lack of resources, or tough competition, but often it's internal, the fears, the doubts, the uncertainty, the limiting beliefs that whisper, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if they judge me? Well, here's the truth. Fear is a big fat liar, and you are way more powerful than you give yourself credit for. So today we're diving deep into how you break through your personal and professional barriers so you can step into the fearless, unstoppable version of yourself that knows that your success is inevitable. And here is a challenge for you. Stick with me till the end because I'm dropping 3 powerful strategies that you can use immediately that will level up and start pushing past whatever's been holding you back. So let's get right into it. Here is the quote that perfectly sets the tone and stage for today's conversation. It comes from Nelson Mandela, a man who faced seemingly insurmountable obstacles and yet became a symbol of resilience and leadership. He said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who doesn't feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." Let that sink in for just a few seconds. Fear is a normal thing. It's part of being human. It's the difference between those who achieve success and those who stay stuck, that they do in the face of fear certain things. It's what they do in the face of fear that is the difference. Mandela spent 27 years in prison, not knowing if he would ever see freedom again. But did that stop him from fighting for what he believed in? No. He chose courage over comfort, resilience over resignation, and because of that, he changed history. So today, I want you to ask yourself, what fear have you been letting dictate your actions? And what would happen if you chose to conquer it instead? So let's get into this here. First off, the big idea and why it matters. Here's our big idea. Most of the barriers in your life are illusions. Sounds bold, right? But think about it. How many times have you stopped yourself from doing something, not because you physically couldn't, but because your mind talked you out of it? You didn't pitch that client because you thought they'd say no. You didn't go for that audition. You didn't think you were right for the part. You didn't launch that project because you were worried it wouldn't be perfect. You didn't post that content because you feared people would judge you. And guess what? None of those things actually happened because you never even gave yourself the chance. How can you hit the home run if you don't swing at the ball? Our fears create imaginary barriers that keep us locked inside a mental prison. But once you take action, you start to realize those walls were never real to begin with. So, here are a few real-world examples of this in action. Let's talk about 3 people who shattered imaginary barriers and redefined what was possible. The ultimate underdog, Sylvester Stallone. Before the movie Rocky made him a household name, Sly Stallone was a broke, struggling actor. He was rejected over 1,500 times by agents, told his face was too unusual, and that his speech was too difficult to understand. And he had no shot in Hollywood. Did he quit? No. He wrote Rocky. It only took 3 days to write it. He refused to sell it unless he could star in it. And he turned a $1 million budget into a $225 million blockbuster. The barrier, that was people telling him no. The breakthrough, believing in himself more than anyone else did. Here's another one. Sarah Blakely, from door-to-door salesperson to billionaire. She is the founder of Spanx. She started out selling fax machines door-to-door. Remember fax machines? She had no business experience, no investors, and no idea how to go about creating a clothing brand. What did she have? Relentless determination. She was rejected by every manufacturer she approached. But instead of giving up, she found one person who believed in her idea, and that changed everything. Today, she is a self-made billionaire. The barrier was zero experience, tons of rejection. And the breakthrough, she kept on showing up anyway, believing in herself. Here's a third example, the Wright brothers, the impossible flight. Before airplanes existed, people believed that human flight was impossible. Experts said it couldn't be done. Even the government refused to fund any research on it. But the Wright brothers, Well, they didn't care about what was possible or impossible. They failed over and over again, each failure bringing them one step closer until their 1903 success, the first successful airplane flight. Their barrier was the entire world saying it can't be done. Breakthrough, they proved the world wrong. What about the 4-minute mile? It was said no human could ever run that fast. Now it's been done. See the pattern? The only real limits are the ones that you accept. So let's look at some strategies, 3 things that you can do today to start pushing past your biggest fears and self-imposed limitations. Number 1, flip the fear. Next time you're afraid to take action, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Rather than, or versus, what's the best that could happen? We always default to those worst case scenarios. So flip the script. Imagine the best case scenario. What if they say yes? What if your idea works? What if you win? You get the part. You succeed in raising the investment. You launch a product and people buy it. Use the 5-second rule when it comes down to it. When you feel hesitation creeping in, count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take action immediately. Don't give your brain time to talk you out of it. Make the call, send the email, hit publish. And number 3, borrow confidence from your future self. Think about the most fearless, successful version of yourself, the one that's already won. Then ask, what would that version of me do right now? Act as if you're already that person, because guess what? You are. You just need to step into it. You just need to start believing it's true, it's real, it's you, it's possible. All right, time to lock this in. Let's repeat after me. Here is our affirmation. I refuse to let fear control me. I take bold action and I create my own success. Say it again out loud, louder. I refuse to let fear control me. I take bold action and I create my own success. Write that down. Stick it on your mirror, on your Post-it note on your monitor. Make sure you repeat this as often as possible during the course of the day today. And there you have it, my friends. Fearless Friday in full effect. So that's your challenge for today. What is one thing you've been afraid to do that you are now committed to taking action on? Drop it in the comments. You are stronger than your fears and you are built for this. Now go out there and make it happen. And hey, it is Friday, February 28th today, so I hope you'll join in on the economic boycott. Don't buy anything. Don't engage in any commercial transactions. Wait until tomorrow. Wait until Monday. You can make it, and it sends an important message to the fat cats out there that the people do actually have some power. All right, this is Gordon Firemark, and I'll see you next time on Gordon in the Morning. Thanks for being with me.